Welcome back, fellow Vikings! Today we're diving deep into the game's vast biomes and exploring the amazing weapons that will help us conquer those pesky enemies. So grab your meat, sharpen your axes, and let's get started! Valheim offers a stunning range of biomes, each with its own unique challenges. We have the meadows, a peaceful starting point, where we can find simple enemies like graylings, boar and neck. It's perfect for practicing your first skills with a trusty flint knife or a crude bow. Once you defeat Eikthyr, you can craft your very first pickaxe and sail the seas to go for the abysmal razor. Its damage is equivalent to an iron-tiered weapon without requiring any ore to craft it. You can also craft a harpoon that can come in handy for killing birds and of course trapping/moving creatures. In the Black Forest, things get a little bit more serious. The enemies are tougher, like trolls and grey dwarves, with brutes and shamans. You'll want to upgrade your arsenal to bronze or troll to bring these baddies down. The humble torch can also come in handy to scare away grey dwarves and deal some extra damage. Venturing further, we reach the swamp biome. The land of poisonous creatures and dangerous draugrs. You'll want to equip yourself with a strong club or an upgraded huntsman bow to fight your ways through these scary foes and claim victory. Now, let's talk about the mountains biome. It is home to a variety of creatures like wolves, drakes and stone golems. If you're brave enough to climb these frosty peaks, the best weapon for the jobs are Frostner and a gorgeous crystal axe, or obsidian arrows for your trusty Draugr Fang bow also help a lot. Next we have the plains biome, where you can encounter the deadly Deathsquito and find terrifying villing villages. Wield the porcupine and the devastatingly sharp black metal sword, one of my personal favorites. Lastly, we have the Mistlands, home to the fiercest and most challenging adversaries. You will need a very good armor set. And be careful not to get lost in the mist. You never know if there might be a seeker lurking around the corner, or a Dvergr accidentally in your hit path. They do not forget friendly fire. That is why your favorite endgame weapon will be a necessity here. Now hopefully you are ready to sharpen your skills and arm yourself with the ultimate weapons and special features that will make you unstoppable. Overall, weapons have a primary and secondary attack, giving you unparalleled versatility on the battlefield. Most melee weapons offer a 3-hit combo pattern. The first hit is the slowest, the second hit has less delay, and the third hit is slightly slower but deals the most devastating damage. As you progress in Valheim, you'll unlock various fancy resources and weapons. Here's a rundown of what weapons you can earn skill points for. First, we have the fists with flesh rippers, perfect for those who prefer a more primal approach. This is the only weapon that you can attach to your fists. Axes come in many different tiers, such as stone, flint, bronze, iron and black metal, and of course the mighty Jotunbane, which also deals poison damage. You can also make two-handed axes made of iron and crystal. If you're a fan of mining, the pickaxe is your best friend. You'll start with the antler pickaxe, the only pickaxe that you can repair without a smithy. So even at later stages of the game, these can be handy. As you advance, you'll discover a more powerful upgrade like bronze, iron and in the end, black metal. When it comes to bludgeoning your enemies, clubs are the way to go. Want to keep grey dwarves at a distance and prepare your skill points for later clubs? Go for the torch, so you can later unleash the fury of your mighty Frostner or the Demolisher. Swords offer a mix of speed and precision. Upgrade from bronze to iron to silver. This one is great for dealing spirit damage. And then the formidable black metal sword. But be on the lookout for legendary weapons like the Crom and Mistwalker. The latter even deals some extra frost damage. For those who prefer a different approach, spears provide excellent reach and versatility. Begin with the flint spear and then progress to bronze, ancient bark, wolf fang and then the carapace spear. With the abysmal harpoon, you have the added feature that you can take unwilling creatures on an adventure. Knives offer a quick and a nimble strike. Start with the flint one and then move on to copper, or unlock the deadly abysmal razor as we talked about before, and as you venture into more challenging areas, you'll uncover the power of the silver and black metal knives. The skull and hetty are the only dual-wielding knives that are in the game at this moment. Pole arms are the weapon of choice for those who seek greater reach and devastating blows. Begin with the bronze headgear and then upgrade to iron and black metal versions. Finally, embrace the power of Hymn Elf, a force to be reckoned with as it summons lightning. Pole arms can also be used to cut barley and flax, but only with their second attack. Bows are your weapon of choice if you rather stay safe at a distance. The Draugr Fang deals extra poison damage, which is very nice. And then you have the Spine Snap, which deals spirit damage. Can also come in handy. For a boost in skill points, wear the Root Armor set. This will help you out in the beginning when not all your skill points are full yet. You can upgrade to the crossbow for harder shots, and then there is the Ballista for massive damage to protect your precious base. Unleash the forces of elements and blood magic with these 4 staffs and unleash destruction upon your foes or protection upon yourself. And don't forget the explosive powers of bombs. They are often forgotten but can come in handy for this game too. Now, another important part of fighting in Valheim are the damage types. Every weapon in Valheim has a specific damage type. Some creatures have weaknesses or resistances to certain damage types, affecting their vulnerability to your attacks. For example, skeletons are weak to blunt damage, but resistant to pierce damage. When you strike a creature with a damage type it's weak or resistant to, the damage numbers will appear in yellow or grey instead of its usual white color. Now let's break it down even further. Blunt damage is the domain of the clubs, while axes and swords deal slashing damage. Spears, pole arms, pickaxes and bows excel in piercing damage. Additionally, knives provide a unique blend of slashing damage and piercing damage. At this point in the game, there are only 2 other weapons that do not fulfill these generalizations. We also have weapons like the Torch and Frostner and Draugr Fang that possess elemental damage, adding an extra layer of versatility to your arsenal. In Valheim, also timing is crucial. With a successful parry, you open up a window for a powerful damage multiplier against your foes. Master the art of parrying and watch your enemies crumble before you. But that's not all. Backstabbing is a stealthy technique that can turn the tide of battle. Unaware enemies become vulnerable to devastating backstab attacks. An enemy with a red exclamation point indicating that it's aware of your location cannot be backstabbed. Knives and flesh rippers take it to the next level with an astonishing 6 times backstabbing bonus, while most other weapons get a 3 times bonus. With a stealth and precision, you can eliminate enemies swiftly and silently, but be aware that backstabbing an enemy grants it immunity for 5 minutes, so choose your targets wisely. Do not forget about knockbacks. Some weapons possess an ability to send your foes flying with a powerful strike, a powerful knockback that can give you precious breathing room in an intense combat situation. Lastly, the weapons you choose also affect your movement speed and dodge roll costs. It's a crucial balance between power and mobility. Vikings, remember that every choice matters in Valheim. Select your weapons wisely, master skills, and strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. With these weapons and special features at your disposal, nothing can stand in your way. That's all for today's epic adventure in Valheim. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Dag hè!